Hey y'all, welcome back to Cooking Ain't Quiet. My name is Tiana, aka Tiana the Great, aka Chef Don T. And today I'm going to be making something, I think easy, kind of, not really. Bear with me. We're going to make some hot lemon pepper fried chicken. Y'all see it? See the sauce? Available today. We're going to be using this, so stay tuned. But with that fried chicken, we're also going to be doing some green beans, and we're going to do a stuffed sweet potato. For the sake of time, because I don't want to stay before y'all too long, we're going to go ahead and get the chicken going. And to my handy dandy Ziploc bag, you are welcome to use a brown paper bag. You can use a Publix bag, one Dixie bag, whatever bag that you have to fry your chicken. But I'm going to do a Ziploc bag so I can show y'all what I'm doing. So I'm going to take 1 cup of flour. And you really don't need that much, but the more the merrier. 1 cup of flour to my bag. We're going to take some of our Don T's chicken seasoning. We already seasoned the chicken with this last night. Quick eyeball. About half a tablespoon. And then we're gonna put in a little garlic powder, some food coloring, aesthetics. And I'll try to put the measurements in the description so y'all know what I'm doing. And then a little bit of seasoning salt. We're gonna shake, shake, shake. Now, you know a lot of people normally do like buttermilk fried chicken, but today we're just gonna do regular fried chicken. I don't have a new set of nails, so we're just gonna use my hands today. No need for a glove. Just to see the chicken. The chicken was seasoned overnight. It's just 4 pieces of leg seasoned with some of the Don T's chicken seasoning and a little bit of complete seasoning along with some water, so it can have a nice sort of like brine or overnight brine. And I like to shake my chicken one at a time. So we're actually going to be using the same fryer that we used last weekend. And I will go ahead and put it in the description if you guys are interested. I do have my grease heated up to about 375 degrees. And we're just gonna drop the chicken one by one. As I stated, for the sake of time, we're doing the chicken first because it does take about 25 minutes, 20 minutes or so, 20 to 25. So I'm just shaking it up one at a time. You don't have to do that. That's just the way I like to do it. Make sure your chicken is nicely coated. And if you want to add a little bit more stuff to your flour seasoning or your seasoned flour, by all means do so. But I'm keeping it simple today for the sake of the hot lemon pepper sauce that we're adding. So if you're new to the show and you hear water, footsteps, coughing, sneezing, somebody talking in the background, the name of the show is Cooking Ain't Quiet. There's always going to be some type of noise in the background. So right now we got water and we got hot grease. And as always, we're just gonna clean up as we go. So we talked about time. I made a baked sweet potato. if you ever made a sweet potato, you know that these things take like at least an hour and a half on 350 before it becomes soft. So what I did was I took the sweet potato and I like to cut off the ends. I rinse it off real good and I put deep cuts on both sides when I wrap them, before I wrap them in aluminum foil. I wrap them in aluminum foil, put it in like a cake tin or some type of flat dish so that these can just bake in its own juices. And when you bake it, it kind of releases more of that sweetness. I feel like when you boil that sweet potato, you're taking away all of that nutrients and that natural sweetness that it has. So I will show you guys that momentarily. But while our chicken is going, let's get started on our greens. So these are on sale at Publix this week, 3 for $5. You can't beat that. These are fresh string beans. I call them string beans, some people call them green beans. However, whatever you call it, this is what it is. And so I take them and I cut them open. They are pre-washed. So if you want to rinse them off, you can. I'm going to boil them and rinse it anyway. So I just add them to my pot. Like that. And then I'll go in with, honestly, about 4 cups of water. And what we're doing is we're basically bringing them to a boil so that when we saute them, they won't be too hard. Because sometimes when you saute fresh string beans, the texture is just, it's too crunchy. Like, I'm okay with a little crunch, but too crunchy. So I actually went ahead and added 5 cups of water. We're going to turn the heat up and have it on high. Chicken smells so good already. I have it on high, and we're just gonna let this come to a boil. And I kind of learned this from eating at Cookin. I noticed that the string beans had a really nice texture, a really nice greenness to them, but they were fresh and they weren't too soft, they weren't too hard, like they were literally perfect. We're gonna leave these alone and let it come to a boil. Told y'all, won't be before you long. So about 5 minutes into the chicken frying, you want to go ahead and take some tongs or a fork and just flip the chicken. And we're going to do this about 2 or 3 times throughout the cooking process. Because these are legs, they do take longer to cook. So please be careful. Don't think because the outside is brown like this, that is done. The chicken is 100% raw in the middle. So just be careful. My word of advice when frying chicken is to be patient. That's why I said it's not a hard thing we're making today, but it's also not easy. This is like level 3 maybe. Now frying wings is easy because it's not a lot of meat on the bone. So it literally only takes about 10-15 minutes to fry wings. But when you're frying thighs, breasts, drumsticks, those take about 20 to 25 minutes or so. So they might start to get a little dark, but it's okay. Promise you, it's okay. Another tip that I have for frying the chicken, we did the initial fry at 350. So now that we're about 5 to 6 minutes in on frying the chicken, I did reduce the temperature down to about 320 degrees because now we're going to fry that low and slow so that we aren't having a really dark piece of chicken, but we're also ensuring that the middle of that chicken is cooked perfectly. I'm starting to see a little smoke over here, so you know that's a good sign. So they should be coming to a boil within the next 3 to 5 minutes, honestly. And I know we talked a lot about Thanksgiving. Look, perfect side dish. Both these actually, you'll see. Perfect side dishes for Thanksgiving. And you have it done in 20 minutes. Aside from the baked sweet potato, because like you said, that takes about an hour and a half or so. So it's all about prep. At this point, y'all, it's just like a waiting game. Sometimes I wish I was live so that somebody in the audience could at least have a conversation with me as I wait for the food to cook. Or if some of y'all could come in and taste the food. I want to give it a push, like, come on, boil. But like I said, today's meal is about patience. If you have 20 minutes worth of patience, this is where it matters the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the chicken again, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like now that I have reduced that temperature and it's starting to cook internally. As I stated, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. This looks delicious. All you need to do is drizzle a little piece of honey on that. Honey, look, that's a good piece of chicken. Chicken not done. Trust me, it's not done. You kind of know when food is done when it starts to float. But like I said, we're gonna just keep turning it. And if we gotta reduce the temperature a little bit more, we gotta do that. But don't burn it. And don't take it out prematurely either. I'm seeing some smoke coming over here, so I'm getting excited about the greens. And it's important not to overboil these too, because you want to keep that nice, vibrant green color. There's no point of, making fresh green beans or string beans if you're gonna boil the heck out of them and they become mushy. Kind of defeats the purpose. I know often, like when you're boiling stuff, you're tempted to put salt in the water. Don't put no salt in the water, please. It's not wrong if you do so, but it's also not necessary. And I think y'all saw today, we're not using vegan butter. We're actually using real butter today. Why? Because look, both of these side dishes are great for Thanksgiving. Everybody not down with the vegan butter, probably just because of the name. So I'm gonna use real unsalted butter today. Ooh, it's boiling, y'all. So once it boils, you let it boil for about a good 3 to 4 minutes before we strain it. So by the same time that this is done boiling, I'll be flipping the chicken again. Let me show y'all my sweet potato. So I had the sweet potato cooking at 350 for about an hour and a half. And be very careful because they do retain a lot of heat. I'll show you how to do a nice, simple potato. And be careful because it's really sticky too. Remember we talked about sweet potatoes releasing its natural juices. Well, its natural juices is very, very sticky. Take a little cut. It's hot. Be careful. Open it up some, like that. Woo. I think you know where I'm going with this. Say about 12 of these bad boys. Stuff it. And this is perfect if you don't have a big family and you want to do something small, or if you're still following COVID protocols and you want to just do something with your immediate family, or maybe it's just you, and that's okay too. It's perfect. Just like that. Then we're gonna take some cinnamon sugar. Which is literally just cinnamon and sugar. Sprinkle it on top. Let me show y'all. Just like that. I'm gonna set it off to the side for a second. It's been 3 minutes. So I'm gonna turn off my green beans and flip my chicken. Starting to look good. Let me show y'all the progress. This is the progress. We getting there. We getting there. It wouldn't smell so good, but we getting there. Trust me. Trust me. Because I promise you, it's nothing worse than biting into a nice, juicy, hot piece of chicken. Or not, I think I said something nice. There's nothing worse than biting into a nice, juicy, hot piece of chicken. And you see red on the bone. I know. Tragic. So, now that our green beans are done, green beans, string beans, we're going to pour off all that water. And give our pan a rinse. Take a dish towel. You can take a dish towel and wipe it out. Or you can just turn on the eye. Let the eye heat up and let the water evaporate. And I just turned our oven on to 350 degrees so we can put our sweet potato in there. Honey, it's gonna be so good. And easy, simple, can't beat it. And quick. Because sometimes you don't want to spend 3-4 hours in the kitchen on a Sunday trying to make dinner. Today is definitely one of those days where you know, that's a quick meal so that I can just enjoy my significant other. Just let the butter melt. This is 1 tablespoon of butter. I will put the measurements in the description. And my heat is on medium. each year we have green beans and they cook for like 3 hours. We have a smoked meat in them and delicious. And sometimes you can switch it up. You don't have to have a green bean that was sauteed all day long. You know? I'm sorry, boiled down all day long. You could do a sauteed string bean. It looked like a lot, but it was a little side, y'all. And you're seasoning it just like how you would season if you were doing your pot of green beans with your smoked meat. So seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, complete seasoning. The only exception is there's no meat in this. You can make this vegan by using the vegan butter, or just using coconut oil, olive oil. You want to add pieces of crispy bacon in this. You can do pancetta. You can. You literally can. And then to this, we're going to add in 1 more tablespoon of butter. And I like to just cut it in half or in 4, so that way you can get it all over the pan. Like each region will have a piece of butter. And just let this saute until that butter is melted. And you should really smell that garlicky, oniony goodness. I love a good garlicky, fresh string bean. Oh my god, literally my favorite. Oh, look. See? Just continue to let the butter melt. Oh, I almost forgot. Some black pepper. Major key. And my heat is on medium. No need to put it on high. Low and slow. And because our sweet potato is already hot, the marshmallows actually start to melt a little bit. So we're only going to have them in the oven for about, 5 to 7 minutes to get that marshmallow nice and toasty. If you're feeling adventurous, you can make a crumble with some butter, a little oatmeal, and flour, brown sugar. You can put a little nutmeg and cinnamon. And you just mix it up really good with your hands. And you can actually put that crumble on top of that sweet potato that we made and do individual sweet potato casseroles. Don't say I never teach y'all nothing. I'll share some tips. So the chicken is looking so good. Oh my god. So good. Let me grab the honey. But sometimes you may not want spice. And you may just want to drizzle some honey on top. Dinner will be done in like 5 minutes, y'all. It just smells so good. You can always put the oven on broil if you're starving, but if you got a little bit of time, just let it bake and slowly melt by itself. We almost there, y'all. Almost there. So now that the butter has melted, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these off. Ooh, but we'll keep them on the eye. And I can already smell the marshmallows melting. Ooh, come on. We're gonna do one more minute. One more. I don't even need the heat on. One more minute. Now it's almost time. It's almost time. I like my colors too. So what I'm doing is in a separate bowl, I just poured in some of our hot lemon pepper sauce so that we can kind of coat our chicken in it. Look at that. You can also do a little bit of sliced almonds. Or slivered almonds. Ooh, perfect. Be very careful. There's no need for butter, and we already got butter in the greens. Green beans, I'm sorry. I'm saying greens. The moment of truth. Look at that. Ooh, you hear it screaming? I'm gonna put it right in that bowl. And I have a spoon. I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna put that hot lemon pepper all over that chicken. Ooh, my Lord. Look at that. Wow. It's so hot, y'all. Ooh. And take you a little bit of extra lemon pepper and put it on top. Quick, simple, hot, fresh. I'm not gonna act like I ain't scared. Cause I'm scared. Cause food's hot. Piping hot. I'm gonna take a fork and a knife. Woo. You hear it? Ooh. Oh yeah. That's done. Yo, I'm so scared. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. Whew, Lord bless it. Woo! If you like spice, that's the sauce for you. It's available today. The description, the website, everything will be posted down below. Oh my God, y'all. It's so spicy and so fresh. Woo! Okay, hold on. Let's get some of these string bands. That's the part I was looking for too. Look at that. Not too hard. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Told y'all these are perfect for Thanksgiving. Look at that. Just like a pie. I will see y'all in about 2 weeks. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Hug on your family. Hug on your friends. Tell everybody you know that you love them because life is so short. Y'all be blessed.